Okay, so in this video we are going to look at picture and perimeter problems. So I'm just going to go through a couple examples and kind of model how you can pick through these problems, and then you should be good for the practice today. So the length of a rectangle is twice the width. The perimeter is 36 inches. Determine the dimensions. So anytime you're given a description of a picture, the first thing I want you to do is draw that picture. And this will help you for two reasons. It gives you an idea of what you're looking for. So when you're finding perimeter, you have to know how many sides to add together. And it will help you determine what x is. So it says the length of a rectangle is twice the width. So the thing I don't know is the width. I know that the length is twice the width, but I am unsure of the width. So I'm going to label my width with x. So that way I know if the length is twice the width, I know that my length is going to be 2 times whatever x is. Okay, so now I have a rectangle with all my sides labeled. And so to find the perimeter of an object, I know I have to add all of those sides together. So that's going to help me create my equation. So I'll have 2x plus x plus 2x plus x. And the perimeter in the problem is equal to 36. So now I have an equation that I can go ahead and solve. So I'm going to combine all my x's. I have 6x's equals 36. And then I can divide by 6. I get x equals 6. So now I have to kind of think about it. Think about my answer. So this is telling me the width. So I know the width is 6 inches. And so the length is double that or twice that as I used up here. So that means my length is going to be 12 inches. So that is now my answer. So it's important that after you've solved your equation, you go back and you think about what the answer is so you can answer that whole question. All right, next example. In an isosceles triangle, the base is x. So this is a nice one because it tells me the base is x. An isosceles triangle is a triangle with 2 equal sides. And if you didn't know that, you could look it up. So I'm going to kind of do my best to draw an isosceles triangle here. And the base is x. So I know the base is x there. Each leg, which is these two things, are 4 times the base. So I know that these are equal, which means they both will be 4x. The perimeter is 45. Find the length of each leg. So to make this equation, I got to think perimeter. I'm going to add all those together. So I have 4x plus 4x plus x equals 45. And so now I can just combine like terms. I have a total of 9 x's equals 45. Divide by 9. I get x equals 5. And so I know that my base is going to be 5. And I'm going to use those units again. And my legs are going to be 4 times 5, so they'll be 20 centimeters. And that's my answer. Okay, so you have to, when you're done, make sure you think about what your answer is. So you answer the question. Okay? And finally, the last example I'm going to show you says the sides, this is kind of combining earlier week's lesson and this lesson. So it says the sides of a triangle are consecutive integers. The perimeter is 36 meters. Find the length of each side. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a triangle. It doesn't specify what type of triangle, so I'm just going to draw it. It says the legs are consecutive integers. So I'm going to label one side x. So I'm going to start there. So my next consecutive integer, I know that I have to add 1 to that to get the next one. And then to the next one, I have to add 2 to it to get to the next one. So now I have all the sides of my triangle, and so to find the perimeter, I would add them up. That's one side. That's 2 sides. That's 3 sides. And I know that the perimeter is 36, so now I can figure out what the x value is. So I have 3 x's plus 3. And I can subtract. I get 3x equals 33. Divide by 3. I get x equals 11. So I know that the sides of the triangle are 11, 12, and 13. Those are consecutive integers. And if I did add them all together, hopefully my perimeter would be 36, just like the question said. And you can even, I would make sure you put your labels in there too. So that is perimeter problems, picture problems. So my tip is to draw a picture and then just try to set up your equation from there.